An extended trailer for Star Trek Picard Season 3 has beamed down. While containing some similar shots to the main NFL trailer for the third and final season, the trailer does contain new shots that give us a glimpse into the upcoming episodes of this season. We've even got a shot of Lore in what is likely the sickbay of the USS Titan-A. Additionally, there are more of our next-gen characters speaking and giving clues to where they are in the Star Trek universe. Naturally, this trailer will contain some spoilers, you have been warned. Welcome to Trek Central, I'm your host Captain Jack. Now a quick heads up, if you want to keep up to date on everything Star Trek Picard Season 3, make sure to hit that subscribe button, and obviously hit the like button to never miss a video from the team here at Trek Central. Before we start, if you want to watch the trailer in full, you can find it on Paramount Plus at the end of the first episode for Season 3, titled The Next Generation. Sadly, and I mean sadly, we can't show you the trailer in full or upload it to our website for you to watch, as every time we do so, Paramount PR like to shout at us quite a lot. Who knew that also promoting a show is a bad thing? Weird times, am I right? As always, please let us know your thoughts in the comment section below, because if you're talking about Star Trek, then we want to hear about it. Okay? Engage.
I think we should boldly get the hell out of here.
Engage.
As a quick note, for some reason the color grading of Paramount Plus has gone a little bit weird and therefore some of the footage may look odd. It appears to be an issue of a player on desktop. We've tested it on multiple devices, but sadly it does appear broken right now. You may notice a grey haze over some of the shots we're showing you. I don't know why this has happened, we've tested it multiple times. Anyway, let's get into it. The trailer opens with a great shot of the Shrike looming over the SS Eleos. Now these shots are likely from the second episode, including a shot of the Eleos crashing into the Titan, which we have seen before. However, now with more context, we're able to understand it better and that it relates to the second episode of Season 3. Picard asks, who is out there, with Jack replying, I don't know. We've seen the question pop up all over the time in some trailers. It cues the entrance of Vadic, who we know as viewers is commanding the Shrike warship, and one is seemingly hunting down Beverly, Jack, and now Picard and his crew. We also get another shot showing Captain Liam Shaw. He says the following chilling line, it's all just us and the boogeyman at the edge of space, no cavalry in sight. This is said just as the Shrike pulls up to the Titan-A, which has now entered the Nebula, likely to rescue Picard and the away team from the Eleos. If I had to theorise, the events where we see the Eleos crashing into the Titan follow the Shrike attacking both, and we'll talk about that in a second. Now we've got a glimpse of Raffi's Starfleet intelligence mission in episode 1. While she was too late to deal with a Red Lady attack on Matalas Prime, she is still digging, even saying the line, I have to keep digging. Raffi is seen talking to some strange man in the street of the planet. She informs them she's with Starfleet intelligence and that they're blind to something big. Now I've got to say, as one of you in the comments pointed this out, it's rather funny that she says this in the middle of a street. Like imagine anyone listening in on this conversation, it would blow her cover immediately. Anyway, we've seen Odyssey class, which is the Enterprise F, with Sovereigns, Sagan and Echelon class starships flying by, sort of like an escort formation. This shot has been seen many times before, with Captain Shaw can be heard saying, battle stations. You see it in the main trailer. Now this shot lines up with Raffi saying they are blind. As we somewhat learned last week, perhaps one of the big targets is the decommissioning ceremony of the USS Enterprise F at Frontier Day. As we learned, most of Starfleet will be gathered for this, so it's perfect time for an attack to cause maximum damage when you think about it. In episode 1 of Season 3, Riker mentions that there was some marriage troubles between him and Deanna Troi, or rather alludes to it. Here in this trailer, we get another look at it. Both Deanna and Riker appear to be in prison somewhere, or perhaps on board another starship. The design, for a moment, made me think of a Klingon bird of prey. That's unlikely. It's likely to be the Shrike Vadic's warship. Anyway, let's look at the conversation between the pair, or rather what Deanna says to Will. Deanna said, you left the second Jean-Luc called and put half a galaxy between us. It's somewhat clear that there is trouble here, but Deanna is unhappy Riker jumped on another adventure with her old commanding officer. When you think about it, Riker's family has suffered some damage. With the loss of her son, Thaddeus Riker, Deanna is likely to be hesitant about where her husband goes, especially as they still have a daughter to care for. Finally, we're seeing some action scenes, though it is a scene we've watched before, this being with Shrike chasing down the Titan-A in the Nebula. Vadic can be heard saying, are you pleased with yourself? Followed by, forcing this chaos. These lines from Vadic pass to the next interesting scenes. One of the newest scenes in this trailer is a shot of what looks to be a Landra LaForge working on Lore. It's also a great shot of a sickbay for what we can presume is the USS Titan-A. You see the style of bio beds, as well as some familiar looking Starfleet symbols for Starfleet Medical. Lore can be seen stepping to what looks to be a security door on board a ship. Now we have seen this shot before, however the next shot is similar to what we have seen before but slightly different. We can see LaForge shouting, "God damn it, Lore," while his daughter stood next to him. Likely this is following Lore doing something evil, or perhaps reverting to its original programming, which is causing trouble. Speaking of shots we've seen before, the Eleos appears to ram the USS Titan, or perhaps it's the Titan ramming the Eleos to escape. A little theory here, perhaps they're using the tunneling tech to throw the ship at the other ship. We've seen how advanced the quantum tunneling technology is, and I wonder if it could be used in this episode to throw starships around the place. It's basically a portal gun. Now the Titan can be seen drifting as the Shrike flies by, causing more damage. There was a shot in the sequence of Troi seeing something, perhaps damage outside of a Nebula due to the colour. Why is she on the Titan? It's unlikely she's in the part where the Shrike attacks the Titan here. She'll appear in upcoming episodes, but I don't think she's in the second one, unless it's a flashback. Vadic is laughing as the Titan sustains some heavy damage. There are shots towards the rear drive section of the Titan, as well as explosions on the bridge. Likely this damage is caused by the Shrike and Vadic, but also the Eleos ramming into the Titan, causing a bit of a systems failure. In another shot, Seven has a phaser on the Titan, perhaps due to boarding or double agents. We've heard rumours and suggestions about rogue Starfleet officers in previous trailers, and I see Vadic's goons on board the Titan as in the corridors as well, so we do know the ship does get boarded at some point in the future in an upcoming episode. Finally, we get some more footage of Worf. While we know he's adopted pacifism in his years of life here, that does not appear to be the case. Worf says the following: "Fearful be the man or beast that stands in my way. Just he kicks some ass and kills a fair few people." While he may be of age, the Klingon warrior and former ambassador wastes no time in dispatching these goons and getting to the bottom of the situation. There is a quick glimpse of the conversation between Geordi and his daughter Sydney. Geordi says they're not your family to Sydney, probably trying to convince his daughter not to stay on the Titan, as it is dangerous around Jean-Luc and Riker. Sydney replies, "Yes they are, you taught me that." I think this is connected back to LaForge's days on the Enterprise. You know, the Tingy crew are basically his family. During the sequence, we all see the battered Titan at warp, with Picard looking horrified, likely if an attack or something along those lines has occurred. Okay, in what is likely the upcoming second episode for this week, by the way we'll have previews today and tomorrow, the USS Eleos gets boarded. Riker says to Jack, who is Beverly's son, "Hey kid, throw me one of his plasma charges." He throws it down the ship's corridor towards more of Vadic's goons, who have boarded the ship. Oh, and watch closely, you can see a picture of Wesley Crusher in the background. Sadly no Will Wheaton this season it seems, but rather cool nonetheless. Also, there is a Lasmiposa symbol in the background. It's a medical organisation which Captain Rios and Teresa set up in the 21st century. You see a bit of this in Season 2 and also in Guinan's Bar. In a line we have heard before, Beverly says, "It'll always be what it always was, attempts on your life." Now we do see an explosion in space, behind the Titan-A, but perhaps this is the Shrike getting hit by a torpedo or some sort of explosion. As I mentioned earlier, in other trailers we have seen what we now know to be the quantum tunneling tech being used against the Titan-A, so perhaps this is firing back or something like that. Finally, we see the USS Titan at some starbase. It looks to be Jupiter station style, but this planet isn't Jupiter, obviously. It could be Earth, as the moon looks like Luna. Either way, the shot is cool as we see an Echelon class nearly hitting the Titan. It makes you think the crew have perhaps stolen something, or rogue elements of Starfleet are after them. Now Riker delivers his best line yet as we close out this trailer, saying, "I think we should boldly get the hell out of here." Followed by Picard in the captain's chair delivering his famous line, "Engage." Some scenes around here are shots we've seen before, such as the LaForge gunnet, so we won't cover those in detail, as you can watch our other trailer breakdowns of that. Alright, that's all the shots from the extended trailer for Star Trek Picard Season 3. Did you see anything we missed? Let us know in the comment section below. Season 3 airs weekly on Paramount Plus on Thursdays, then international on Fridays via Amazon Prime Video, and now Paramount Plus itself. Still a day later, I don't know why, just, you know, it's difficult, isn't it? So, what do you think of the extended this season trailer for Picard? It certainly gives us a wider glimpse of what's coming up in the third and final season. If you want to watch and keep up to date on the latest Star Trek news, lore, and more, make sure to hit that subscribe button to never miss a video from my team here at Trek Central. You can also follow us on social media or join our community Discord server. But for now, I've been Captain Jack. Thank you very much for watching, and we'll see you later this week for episode 2 titled Disengage. Live long and prosper, my friends. Goodbye.